This video is about Timubu Cave in Sunog, San Francisco, Cebu. We are stranded here right now in San Francisco, Camotes Island, and we are taking the time to show you around the place, and we are now here in Timobu Cave, Sunog, San Fernando, Cebu. Timobu Cave has been giving unforgettable and significant events in the lives of the people in Barangay Sunog, even to the neighboring barangays, since the immemorial for this cave has been the source of water supply, washing clothes, cooking, food, and drink. But you will think that there is no cave here. This is a flat land aside from that mountain on the end. Look at the surroundings around here. Although it says here 50 pesos entrance, but nobody is minding anywhere.
There's signal even here.
There's signal?
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Full bars.
So it's a nice place then, because you know our friends. Yeah, I got signal 4G. So this is Timobu Cave. And the actual cave is here. There's cautions, and you are, please read. Less air inside. Of course, it's a cave down there. Not advisable for asthmatic people. Not advisable for those rheumatic heart. Not advisable for hypertensive. Water from entrance is 75 meters. Water levels, high tide is 6 feet. Low tide is 5 feet. No smoking, no liquors, no food. Observe cleanliness. Dong. Oo. Please obey all precautions. Pila bayad, Dong? Unya na pagbalik ka, ha? Kaya naaraman siya mong motor, mong gipark ga. Thank you, Dodong.
Kuyog ka na mo.
Kuyugi mi, Dong, di?
Okay. Makuyawan sa kulit ko eh.
Amo lang kasuhulan, Dong. We want him to guide us because it seems like it's very scary.
I was really thinking ganina nga, why it's so dark? That's why.
Magipakuanan. Dong, sige, Dodong. Thank you kaayo, Dodong, ha?
I was really doubting.
So, there. Timobu Cave in the middle of a field. So we want him to guiding us.
The local guy guiding us. It's really nice to swim over here.
So you need to watch the. Oh, they actually put lights here because it's very dark. But you have to watch your head if you are very tall. You need to duck down, and it's very slippery. Sige lang, Dong. Just go ahead. Maghinay-hinay lang ko, Dong, ha, kay mas slide niya ko. Because I need to carefully that I cannot be slipping over the steps going down. Hollow block. Hollow block sa Dong.
Your hollow block.
So San will help me with my hollow block bag that I'm carrying around. So you have to duck in if you're taller, because we are like semi-crawling under the cave.
You will be amazed inside because it's like a bigger swimming area, and it's not like...
I'm holding on to the railings because it's very slippery. So for those people that like the adventure and unique tourist attraction, this is in the middle of a field. Huh? Okay, Mobo sa kay ko. They were saying that you need to duck in on that part area because look, you can hit that if you're taller than me and Sen.
Good that we are panda.
Good that we are only 5'2" midgets. Wow. It's very far. Have to hold on to another one. Go, you need to duck in. Look, you can touch the rocks. Wow. This is where you swim. Dako pa na sa sodong. So you can see it here. Oh my God.
You can swim over that area. That's
Di lang jud takaadto dito ay agyan ang lain dong no.
You can
Kilit ma'am.
remove your shoes.
Basta yung sapatos, buwan sapatos.
Sige sige ba. We'll just have to remove my shoes and fold my trousers no. Wait.
Area. Adire sa center diri.
Kana sir kana.
Kana.
1 2 3.
I'm here now inside Timobu Cave, and you can see that my friend Sen is swimming there because you can actually swim inside, and the water is going towards where that light there in the end. It is underneath the earth, and we have this guy guiding us here, but you have to be careful because that you will have to duck in if you're very tall. You might be semi-crawling. I have to go through and get wet just for you. Anyway, it's also for my own sake that I will be seeing these wonders of the earth. But the good thing about here, they have installed electricity so we can see ourselves in here. Look, there's lights that they put in here. So people will be enjoying the... Dugay na nga trabaho de dong?
Dugay na ma'am. Amo niyo ta sa una nabaligya na sad ba?
Oh, this lad here, they own this place. But they have sold it. Kasi nitagian ni ron dong.
So ana kanang private naman siya?
So this is privately owned, by the way. That's why we're asked to have 50 pesos entrance to maintain the electricity of the place, of course. But it's still pila kanu sa pa katas dito dong.
Taas pa ni siya ma'am.
So pila pa kadop mga meter ka.
Taas pa pero suka nara lagi diha ngit-ngit naman dito.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's still a long way out there, but they don't know. Asa man mo connect dong?
Ang
Kaning tubig ah.
ambot lagi kay basta kay ngadto pa dong taas pa man ni.
the water's not
So they don't. Oh, it's like mineral water.
Yeah, it's like distilled water.
Distilled water.
I try to like zip a bit. Just like distilled water.
Nani gisugaan ninyo hantod sa katapusan.
Dito ra. Kung may
So they don't even put the lights on the way up for the end of this one. But he can't tell us how many meters long. Pila ka ni katas ano? From here? Kisa may naka-discover ani diri dong.
dugay naman ni siya ma'am. Mo ni kabanan sa una.
Kabanan?
Kabanan.
Pay gripo ba din sa
Taas?
So this used to be the water source for all the barangays before all the commercial water supply arrive on the place. But you will have to wonder, this is on a flat field and you go inside. Wala ni siya taguis mga hapon sa una nga. Panahon sa gubat. Because he got no knowledge of the history of it. His family used to own this land and they just sold it, and now it's become a tourist attraction that the new owner is having it with fee to come in. But they wala na nila gigamit og water supply na nino. So it's not used as the water supply for the locals now. It's just staying here like this, but actually people are drinking the water. Inom din siya dudong.
Even myself, I try to
Drink?
Yes, sip a bit.
Yeah.
To try.
So this is the spring water. Ato ko na layo-layo sin.
High tide di siya mabot din tubig ay.
High tide will reach here during high tide. So low tide man karon. So abot diri ang tubig. Kani where you're sitting down. So that's high tide, it will reach there. So if you're fancying swimming underneath the earth on a very deep cave, this is one of the place you need to come. Timubu Cave here in Sunog, Francisco, Camotes Island. Is it deep? Because I'm telling him to go up there further, not just keep on meeting us here. Laum? It's not. Careful, ha?
Bordo dito, kontra dire.
Mabaw dito. Mas laom ni siya diri, digwa. So this is the one of the deepest part here. That's why you can actually swim. Ayun na, pasig palayo, oy. Parag maglinog-linog dong. Wala niya siya naunsa dong.
Wala rong sad mo.
Because I was asking him during like earthquakes, unless any of the, why nangatagak nga bato?
Wala sad.
So there's none, not affected by earthquake at all. You've seen what we've been through. It's very deep. Gikan sa taas pa dong dili pila ka ni ka.
Ambot bisag ka mga ambot basta kay.
You need to search it because the caretaker here have no idea. But I was asking like from the top of the earth to here how long. But this is Timobu Cave. They have put a grotto here of the Blessed Mother. And look at all the rocks underneath.
I think what really purifies the water is the rock.
Is it? Ang rocks, no? It's amazing.
See my feet.
Very clear.
Yeah.
May gidong kay ining gibutang wadi juta magkita ani diri. Now you can see that it's very hot here. It's like less air. But not too bad.
I think it's not because you can still breathe. I mean,
you still can breathe, but you know with people with asthmatic or not something wrong with their that's why there are warnings. It's really good. So if you're fancying a deep under the earth, like swimming, this is literally what you call swimming under the earth. Na, the sense swimming under the earth. Diba, no? Dong, swimming under the earth.
you know what? To be honest, I try to drink the water and
It's a source for drink and
distilled water.
so it's like distilled water. Because remember that we have a friend who's a manager of a new hotel here, and then they're asking 100 pesos for entrance just to use the pool, and someone asked him, why is it so expensive? Because I use distilled water for the gay friend. I use distilled water for the pool now, period. Pay or not.
But this is really the real water.
The real spring water. Diin gikan ang tubig gan.
Tubod na siya naman mo.
So they were wondering where is the water coming.
Upstairs, it's just like an open field of rice corn.
Oh yeah, and then you can imagine it. This is away from the seashores, away from the Lake Danau. So they haven't there's no falls. So they haven't discovered where is the water coming from.
Maybe there's some scientific studies from this one.
Or there is maybe a trail of water coming because how come? He said that during high tide it grows.
And you know, people from the US, archaeologists, maybe might be very interested to study in this place.
Yeah.
Archaeologists.
I'd like to call this video Swimming Under the Earth.
Baliktad na siya sa dagat. Muda ko ang dagat. Mugamay dire.
Oh, so this is like the reverse of the water line, because if there is high tide in the sea, it's got low tide here. It will reach down there on the, and so when it's low tide, it's higher here. Low tide maron dito dong. Dili, it's not fully low tide, okay, because of the bagyo. It's a nice place to hide during storm, but the problem is the rocks may fall off, and you'll be covered here. So for tall people, you actually literally be ducking down. It is made for midgets like me and Sen.
Ito na siya tungod sa una ba sa kay suga din so may gamiton ganun sa lubi ba.
Oh. So you can see when they haven't have any lights around here, there's like some burn. Sen was asking there's some burn areas, like burn rocks, because they have used just fire.
But this stone is not like the
like fireplace here. Proper rocks.
Yeah. You know what kind of rock is this?
I don't know.
Archaeologists, you know.
all people that knows about this. Taasa pa dong, no? So I'm gonna have to change camera soon.
What's nice about this is di siya kanang inga nakabugnaw ba nga mangkurog ka.
So we are still here underneath the Timubu Cave. And the caretaker here, we were asking, have you ever tried metal detecting around? Because there was a faith healer that come here and said there's a lot of gold around the area. But they said they tried looking for it, but they don't have the facility like metal detecting thing to see where is the gold. Like he said, his ancestors, grandfather, grandmother, and the rest of elders is actually own the land area where this is underneath. So Timobu Cave, if you're fancying swimming underneath under the earth, this is amazing here. If you are just like looking for different adventure, as of the moment, this is what they call low tide. That's only about 4 feet where sand is, but during high tide, it can reach up to 6 feet because it will be covering this area as well, on top of that edge of the grotto of the Blessed Mother. So really amazing that we are underneath the earth.
Really cleanses your skin.
So this is the second time now that Sen is swimming. She's swimming in the other cave, Bukilat Cave, and this is the Timobu Cave. The best thing here, we can actually see. There is no, wa man nila butang igsuga ang Bukilat. Uy.
Suga ma'am, kaya naman to siya bangag sa igbaw.
Bati man dung, di man makita. Kaya daghan naman kay, he said that they don't put lights because they have hole on the top. But I said it's covered with vegetation. Ang mga kahoy ba, nitabo na? Wanila, ila tatong gitriman. So the owner there, the landowner of the Bukilat Cave, just relying on that hole on the top. There's 2 holes on the top, but they didn't realize that the actual hole on the top is now covered with vegetation. So I gotta have to come here. If you look at it where we passed through, I was just stepping on the side. There's a small spring water just on the knees, but I have to take off my shoes so I won't be soaking wet because it takes so long to dry. But look, if you are very tall, you need to duck down under so you won't hit those rocks. God, this is amazing here. Ikaw ray trusted diri nga ko andong caretaker.
Puli-puli man di ma'am, dadlaw.
So they're just take turns. The family that used to own this, they are also the caretaker. Kamo ra sa degi pagbantay. Take caretaker of this, and this area you can see here, it's already modernized. This is cemented so people can have a place to sit up, stand up, and sit down. Kani modern naman ni dong. Kay before it's only mga rocks ra no. Moderno naman ni. Simento no. So they're the one working on this to have an area, flat area, and then the steps, so it won't be so dangerous. And as you know, this used to be so popular with Koreans. Camotes Island is very popular with Koreans because they like to see like adventure, to seek a different kind of swimming area. So what are you doing there, Sen?
Looking at the
rocks? Oh, there's snake there, Sen.
The
Wala bitin diri dong? Oh, maybe it's become... Well, there's no snakes that they have found here. Bisa gamay pa ka dungog na bitin diri. So she hasn't... So underneath here, they haven't heard ever since he was small. The family was telling them that there's snakes there here underneath. It's actually near the entrance. That's where they lurk on the corners. Dapit ra gyud dito di sila magpuyo, di sila magpalawom diri maayo. So
wala sa sila kasuksukan dili. Di ganahan kay tusok-tusok man.
Kuan siya, di ka na tao ba masig sud-sud.
Oh, madisturbo na sila.
Di gad pag kuan sa ilaw, di sila ganahan kay ang tusok-tusok.
That's what they like. Oy, they like the roughness because mag-rub silang skin. So, it's so amazing that there's no snakes underneath here. It's only on the entrance. This is really... You've seen how far that we've been walking down. There are caves here. Kaniwa, saan ninyo gitanaw dito long?
Mabora da sa ma'am.
There's another spring there, but it's very...
Ano po sa tubig ha?
There's water, but it's just puddle. Huh, amazing. These are actually rock formation is coral stone. There's bats. Na mga kwaknit dung. Ano na kwaknit eh. There's a bat flying around. Or it's following me.
This is new. Before this is not here. Ito lang. Parang uga-uga. Touch ito sa burning. Pinakran siya.
We are now heading back. I'm glad I got my helmet on because I keep on touching the sides of the rocks. It's very dark here. You have to duck under. God, look at the surroundings. Oh, we can see the light. Going up. You can hear me out of breath. So we just have finished our adventure inside, underneath the earth of Timobu Cave. So you can see the flat field where this cave is located here in Sunog, San Fernando, Cebu. This is where you're gonna go and
San Francisco, Cebu.
Look at Sunog, San Francisco, Cebu, but actually it should be Sunog, San Francisco, Camotes Island, Cebu. But they haven't put the Camotes Island on their signage. But you need to look for the caretaker here when you come in so they can turn on the lights because it's really dark underneath there. But it's a good adventure, and if you are taller, you should make sure that you can duck well because the rocks are really sharp. Duck down. So look at the area. It's just the Cassava Field. And you got some of the villagers' houses around here. It used to be a popular tourist destination. In fact, there's some tourist souvenirs selling here, but they are just closing it down. And then the entrance is 50 pesos each.